Welcome to To Die For RPG. I am the Game Master, the Storyteller.
Allegedly.
Yeah. The God of the Universe. In my dreams, of course. And these are my players. Say hello, lads.
Hello, lads.
Howdy. Bonjour. Hola.
And so we're continuing our story of the Burnlands Saga. This is our 6th episode so far. And the title is, if Wooster can give me a wee reminder what I agreed the title was.
The hunt begins.
The hunt begins. Thank you, sir.
We clearly sorted this out in very well in advance and
Yeah. 2 minutes ago.
extensive preparations.
Yes, 2 minutes ago it was prepped in advance. 2 minutes before the stream started.
Yeah, it was going to be called Prepped in Advance, but he changed it to the hunt begins.
I caught myself before we went live this time.
Yeah, we didn't want to post any lies.
Right. Is there any news that people want to get out of the way? Anything at all? Or
I still think it should say space reserved for frog scanner.
Next Friday, Fallout game. It's happening. It's going to be, I don't know where everybody is on my screen. It's
Is it going to be lit?
up there and then a guy over here. I think that's technically
guy right at the top of my
That
column
way.
and diagonally across from me.
And that way.
Yeah.
But anyway, there will be a Fallout game.
Yes.
And it'll
And
be
Zyvan.
Wooster, John, and a new guy. And I will be taking them through the wastelands of the Commonwealth. And I promise
Canada
that
down.
it will be my job to try to kill them.
Yep, this time it's actually his go.
Yeah.
It's part of the game. It's in the wasteland. I have to try to kill you.
Yeah, it's like Sammy Boy when he was going through the rows and he was telling me, they've just given me every single means to kill you. It feels like it'll be a shame if I don't use them at all.
Pretty much. You're playing a robot, so
I think that's
Really
the reason
killing-
why I'm playing the robot is
killing you is not really like killing. It's like you're not a real person, so it's okay.
There it is. There it is, folks.
Row your bot.
You're
to the
not
process.
a real person.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. And I swear that there will be no retaliation for such comment on the stream that's about to occur.
It's fine.
I
Is it
solemnly
at all
swear
on the
I am
West
up
Coast?
to all of no goods. There. Anyway. And nothing else. I think we're dead. Oh, of course. After May, we're going to be going back on the Saturday show back to doing Traveller. Is it? I think is the plan.
We had not agreed on anything, but
Something to be announced next week. There we
So
go.
it's
yeah,
So it's
something
still
we
up for-
announce next week.
so it's still to be up for discussion. Okay.
Us and our professionalism, and we're like,
I know.
oh yeah, we should probably talk about what we should do. Huh?
I'm just pointing out.
Probably should do that off screen.
Yeah.
Two
I have more
technical
ideas.
difficulties first.
I
have
will
more
remind
ideas.
you, ladies and gentlemen, that we are here to have fun and occasionally pretend to be professionals.
Yes.
This is true.
Yeah.
Most of the time they're just
Professionalism
saying-
is our number 3 priority.
Yeah.
Yes,
Is
and
it?
he only listed
Is
two
it
of
that
them.
high?
And the following advertisement is brought by no one. There's no advertisement, so that's out the way. Okay. Now, we come back to the tavern that all of you gentlemen have been recounting your story. More unusual elements have been seen. As stated earlier in the last stream, the appearance of the innkeeper has changed to a much younger person. But now, looking over it, and this, now that as he's coming back to you, the fireplace is bigger. And instead of it being made, just being a holy wood affair, it's now flagged with stone. None of you can remember
Back in
when.
the timeline somehow?
None of you can remember when such a change occurred. As you're all been kind of concentrating telling the story. It's only when you kind of turned it recently that you've noticed some of these changes. The innkeeper comes and goes, Well, gentlemen, I believe you were telling me about, you were saying something about going back to the Rom Republic after this terrific battle in the sky.
Yes, I'm muted.
Yes.
Hey, there you go. I will say this. Connor would, if immediately as he noticed that, he would walk over to the fireplace
Okay.
and then he would like find a piece of fireplace that's not like hot and he would lick it. Does it taste like magic?
There's a crackle of, there's a tingling sensation to your tongue as you do that.
Okay. Yep. Magic. And now let's go right back to what was going on.
Did it taste good?
Keenan's got a wee bit of a sugar high off of that. It's just as he's kind of looking expectantly around a lot of you to kind of get clarification. There's a wee spasm, and there's error detected. Virus
Nice.
corrupting programming. Resetting programming. And
Our keep is a robot.
there's a wee spasm again. The head drops down and it comes back up and goes, gentlemen, how can I help you?
What just happened to you?
What do you mean?
You started speaking strangely. And then
Darian
it's
also
you
delayed.
reset yourself.
Darren Darian go do that.
I lick the bar.
What are you? Who are you?
I'm
Why are you doing this to us?
I'm the
Are
What
innkeeper.
is
you-
going on?
A robot?
I don't robot? Robot. That is not an ancient. That's a word from an ancient language. I think that means slave or worker. Well, I
No.
work. Yes, I'm the innkeeper, but
It's a mechanical automaton.
I
It's
don't know.
not a slave or a worker.
I don't know.
But
No,
you
no.
are a worker. You work as a bartender.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Forgive me, Father, for I will sin.
predictive praying.
And then on the bartender's arm.
You're attacking our innkeeper
Bartender.
robot?
Apparently.
Okay. Give me a roll.
Do we have any drinks near us, by the way? Like, Are we drinking at this
He's
bar?
been eating and drinking
Yeah,
this
you
entire
guys have
time.
been
There's
eating,
Okay.
drinking, yeah.
Well, wherever
Whatever you want is in front of
slice
you
is
is in front of
open, I'm going to toss a drink at that area. Because, like, if he opens it up and I put liquid inside, maybe it'll spark.
Does my bar taste like magic?
Oh, there's the crackling sensation there.
There is a 3 on the fighting roll.
I think we're in a magic construct.
Your blade strikes at the arm. The arm comes clean off. Error. Damage to unit.
I missed with my drink because his arm wasn't attached anymore.
Damage to unit.
Is this thing dangerous to us?
You are correct, Eamon. It appears we are indeed in a magical quest. How do you
Let's kill it. Okay.
I mean, it might have answers. If we kill it, we won't know.
Okay. That is good.
So I'm going to take out my other gun, not my blow shit up gun. My fix things and repair things gun. And I'm going to try and use it to repair this thing. I mean, I don't need to fix the arm, but make it, something to kind of
Override its programming.
Rework its program.
Virus detected. Returning to central unit.
follow it?
And the unit, the innkeeper will stand up and start walking behind the bar and then through the doors at the back.
I'll grab the arm and follow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all following at this point.
Yep.
Can I get Galen to do a notice roll?
It's better than my shoot roll. Not much.
When you pick up the arm, you notice it's cold to the touch. I mean,
Okay.
deadly cold to the touch.
Like if I don't drop it, my hands are gonna freeze off.
No, not that. There,
Like touching metal,
yeah.
unheated metal.
hmm
So like he didn't have anything on his sleeves or something like that. It was
You
just a
appear to
bare
be
arm?
you're appearing to be holding a bare arm. The texture feels like skin.
I have the right to bear arms.
Oh,
Sorry.
bad. The texture feels like skin, but there's not that warmth that you'd expect from a body. That you do.
Okay.
That you would notice.
It's an artificial arm.
Well, the rest of us seem to be following the robot away.
So if you follow behind, when you come into through the door behind the worktop,
Mm-hmm.
it's not the kitchen as you were expecting. There, it's actually a corridor
Oh.
bathed in white.
Hope there's a kitchen around here somewhere. Otherwise, what the hell have we been eating?
We might have been just dreaming all this time. See, things do feel disjointed. Like I think I've slept, but I don't remember sleeping.
Yes. It is like almost like we would have it in a memory, and then weeks would go pass by, and then we are back at the same memory. And then a week would pass by, and then back at the same memory, like a dream remembered from previous events.
Flashback.
Yes. What was that? Kylan is still muted.
No, I just
Now
haven't seen anything yet.
Oh.
I would like to get down on the ground and put my ear to the ground,
Yeah.
and I just want to notice if I noticing like weird vibrations or anything coming from like
Give
And-
vibrating through the.
And we
No.
know you want to lick the ground.
notice
Cycle
roll,
around.
please, sir.
I'm not gonna look at the ground this time. I know what I need to know.
Notice roll for me, please.
That it tastes good.
You know, this time, if you were to lick the ground, that would have a chocolate taste. No, I'm joking. It's
Want to lick the arm?
what you notice is you detect an ever so gentle pulse and thrumming. And it's just as you're listening to it, you realize that it seems that pulse is synchronous with your own heartbeat.
Odd.
Okay, as I'm like on the ground like this, listening to my heart, I'm gonna be like, "Somebody come here." Whoever ducks down first.
Because I was going to give you the arm to taste anyway.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my hand, I'm gonna put it onto your chest, and I'm gonna be like, "Does it match his heartbeat?"
Yes.
There's a sound that's goes by our heartbeats.
You have the
Curious.
same heartbeat? That sounds odd.
It is odd. Makes no sense.
Here, just a second. I'm going to jog in place to speed up my heart just a little bit and see if that changes anything.
Galen's pulse doesn't get any quicker or any slower. It
Nope.
doesn't change.
I do not think these are our real bodies.
And we're not really here.
Nope.
They're not
Then
really
where are we
here.
at?
Do I cut myself?
For a second, it looks like there's no blood, but you then get a sensation, that searing sensation, then that you see a pool of blood appears in the cut.
It is highly convincing. There is pain in the hand, but there was not for a moment. I've never felt pain to arrive with such a delay before.
Yes, but I don't know if we die here, if we'll die where we really are.
I
And
do
then
not
don't
understand
volunteer.
what is going on.
Don't volunteer.
So I would try not to hurt yourselves, if at all possible.
Very well then. Whatever this construct is, we need to find a way out of it.
Yes.
This way.
Okay.
So I'm guessing you're continuing after the innkeeper.
Yes.
If you want to keep calling him that, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I do
I'm-
not know what you're talking about, gentlemen.
I'm calling him the Borg right
You
now.
have a name, and I wrote it down.
Or he's a
Locutus.
Cylon. Or a Cylon.
Literally,
One of these-
I've been trying to remember.
Locutus of Borg.
Yeah.
Is he bald?
I'm just so much wanting to tap into your fears right now, what you're facing. You walk down.
Roger.
Oh no, that was your
Roger,
bartender
Roger.
friend back in Burn.
Oh, damn.
You never
whatever.
got the
Roger.
name of this guy.
Meaning
Interesting.
Beth?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And that's it.
Nice.
So you continue down the hall and down the corridor, and you then come out into an opening, a hall, and what you see is actual capsules. Rows
Org.
upon rows of capsules.
I approach one of these capsules and examine it.
As you wipe open, so what you'll find is most of this capsule is actually metallic in nature, but you see a wee bit of frosting in a circular point, and when you clear it, what you'll see through the glass is a metallic skeletal head.
Ah! Well, this is new.
Is there
I
like
should have
a
expected this.
is there a console anywhere in this room?
What you'll see that'll happen is kind of if you were to approach one of these tubes, you will a magical slate a slate will appear floating next to one of the capsules midair.
Where is the barkeep heading?
If you look further down, you will see a figure off in the distance, just walking further away. He's just moving in a straight line further down these rows.
The robot is getting away. Should we go after him or keep investigating here?
I think we should go after him. At least I want to go after him. I want to do the shoelace trick.
What is this? I do not know what is going on.
Seems to be a repository of these automatons.
Artama, what?
Robots.
Did somebody just turn their air conditioner on?
Did you hear
becoming...
Not me.
My computer, since it was been rebooting, I pumped up the fans to maximum.
Says
Maybe it's a heat issue because I'm in Portland and the temperature's going up and down, which is, you notice that sometimes they get brighter and darker. Yeah. Sun in, sun out, sun in, sun out. Anyways.
Okay.
What you see is it's not just that these captures are just rows upon rows down, but also when you look up, you see that there's capsules hanging up in the air.
Borg. Definitely Borg.
Mm-hmm.
By the heavens.
I'm going to try to, hack the world or wherever this place is. Well, our world technically. So yeah, try to hack the world through this terminal and see what happens.
When you look at the magical kind of slate there, it gives combat unit hashtag 47652324567881.
What was that number again?
For my notes. It's for my notes.
Yeah, exactly.
You heard it.
You
can
6, 7,
replay
5,
it.
8, 4, 6, 1.
Just hit rewind.
Yeah. Hashtag. No.
Please continue.
ready for deployment.
I am not letting this out. Or is it?
What
Is it asking me to let it out, or is it about to come out?
It just says ready for deployment. That's all it says.
I don't know if this is coming out or it wants me to let it out. Is there any way like the changes programming to like to see us as friendlies and not to kill us?
As you try to go further in, you just get access restricted.
I look around for other exits than the one we came in through.
Did I catch up to the barkeep yet?
All right, so coming off to you, Galen. While everyone else has been looking at this capsule, you've continued after the barkeep. And it's probably as you come to the end of this hall, you find
there's
that
an end.
eventually, yes, there's an end to everything. You come, not trying to be ominous at all, folks, there.
Come to the end, yes, I get it.
Yeah. You come across the barkeep and he's just standing still.
Well, then I'm going to tie his legs together so he can't walk off anymore.
You do that.
Your laces are real?
The laces are real, yes.
No, you've been walking around in Velcro shoes all this time.
Fantastic.
Yeah. You tie, you get the thongs, and you tie the thongs of the boots there together. Well, technically it's thong. It's a string there.
Crocs. Oh God, no froggy.
And
Yeah, lace between the holes. Yeah.
mhm. And you just, it's just as you're admiring your handiwork, you look up and you just see that the unit is just staring at you. New programming received.
I brought your arm for you.
Oh.
Where is the eye?
All I got was your arm. I didn't get an eye.
Where is the eye of Underlin?
I don't know where your underwear is, but all I got is your arm. And I say that with a straight face.
Yeah, I know. Tell us where the eye is.
I don't know.
We need it.
Who is we?
We need it.
Okay, I'll try this again. Who is we?
That is classified information. We need it.
I have authorization. You can tell me.
Error. Organic life form. Doesn't have authorization.
I
Unit.
honestly don't think I am organic in this circumstance.
Organic life form is lying.
I don't lie.
Use of enhanced interrogation techniques authorized.
Oh, I can use enhanced interrogation techniques on you? Oh, goody.
And what happens is you see the... Darren, what arm did you cut off? We didn't establish which one it was.
The right one.
The right one. The left one comes up, and you just see the left hand peels back, and you just see a circular saw just come out and starts to whir.
Okay. I can't say I saw that coming.
Yeah. And it says,
I hold up the arm to block it.
and it's just as it starts to move, I'll give you, because you set the scene up, the unit will just fall because you've tied it up. Error. Unit is unable to continue. Activate other units.
Dun, dun,
Can I gag this
dun.
guy so nobody hears him? I know it's probably not using the voice to activate the other units, but
There's one sure way to gag him.
you mean like removing his head?
Stuff an arm in its mouth.
Hey, good point.
Holy shit.
Or is that disarming him or rearming him?
Suddenly the arm just becomes, the new arm just becomes, starts taking movement even though it's attached to the head randomly for some reason, you know. Yeah.
I'm gonna get you with my arm. Yeah. You got,
Yeah. No, so going back to the other guys though.
Meanwhile.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
So what's it? So apart from getting access restricted, are you trying to do anything else, kind of?
Yeah.
Or Stein or Roscoe, are you watching over his shoulder, or are you doing something else? Yeah.
What does it say? What are you trying to do?
You're muted again.
I was trying to make sure these things don't kill us, but if these open up, they're going to try to kill us.
I know.
Roscoe,
There are so many of them.
if you've looked into the capsule, right, that's the exact copy of the thing you encountered on the chariot.
Wait. You mean earlier?
Yep.
Yep.
Your secrets is going to kill us.
74B Artie? Was that it?
Yeah. Wait. These are I let everybody know exactly the circumstance. These are exactly like the ones that I fought previously. And the shape activated and said the visitors took over.
Should I blow them up?
You should destroy them. They are evil, they are bad, and they will...
Okay, I just started shooting my other gun.
How many are there? I mean, like, if we were to guesstimate, hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands?
Maybe in the thousands here.
Are there any other exits from here?
If you look around, you will see off in the distance, it would appear that Galen has walked, it's like he's just a dot practically. But you see a hint, there seems to be light coming out from behind him, so that suggests that there's another entrance there. If you look along the sides, you see at the midway points also, there seems to be light shining in from somewhere.
There seems to be 3 other exits from this facility. Perhaps we should secure an escape route before we engage hostilities.
Wait, where is Galen?
Where is Galen?
I know. I already said I was shooting up all the chambers.
As that happens,
Oh, then we just start hunting it.
yeah, you hear the crack of explosion, and you hear, and the lighting goes from a kind of dull white to a deep, angry red. And the voice just booms out, interrogation subjects have escaped. Capture is authorized.
Oh. Right, this way. I start running towards the midpoint.
Yep.
To
Follow, go. And let's start moving as quickly as possible. And in the meantime, I'm still trying to look around to spot for Galen.
And it's Galen. It's just as you're hearing, you're trying to figure out a way to shut up that unit. The lighting goes dull and goes to that angry, pulsating red there.
Okay. You mentioned I'm near an exit.
Yes, you are.
Hey guys, there's an exit down here. Sorry, my face wet.
Yeah.
Hey guys, there's an exit down here.
Run!
I'm already here. I don't need to run.
Oh, you could see us running towards.
You
Yeah.
need to run.
It's as you're running, off in the distance, you hear doom, 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 doom. And like looking around you, you see the capsules starting to slide open. The hiss as the atmosphere from inside being released. Roscoe, as you're just running by, just one of the capsules that you run by just opens and you just see the metallic fingers grasping around the edge of the capsule.
Oh shit! Go, go, go! I'll try to keep us covered if they overwhelm us. And I'll run to the front and start leading the way and going into a running / protective pattern.
Okay. And that's like,
meanwhile, I will attempt to attempt to get us to the door and open it to get out of this.
I'm just doing suppressive fire.
Yeah. The door in question there is when you finally get to Galen.
Are they getting to me or are they getting to the halfway point?
I'd say they've actually got to you. Their adrenaline is a major boost.
They've
And
been
Their
like,
heart
over
rate
here.
isn't changing. But their heart rate isn't changing, right? So you can
We
run
don't
forever.
know. We're not checking that.
And it's like, and it's what, and you finally get to Galen. There. So what are you gentlemen doing when you get to Galen?
Grab him by the neck and carry him off.
What?
We're leaving.
Just
We're
a
the
second
deal
here.
with them.
That sounds like it's gonna hurt me. So
Yeah, over the shoulder.
Fireman's
dodge.
How about just? Why are we carrying you?
Yeah.
I don't know. Why were you trying to beat
that's
me up
the
the other
fastest
time?
way.
Can we get like
I'm closer to the door than you guys. I probably already opened it.
Yeah.
Yes, please. That's fine. Yes.
Yeah.
Open the door and we'll go through.
Yeah.
That will also work.
So.
It's as you're running down that corridor, a voice says, "Reset simulation." And that's at the lot. There is darkness hits all of your eyes.
All 9 of them.
All of you. Okay. And when all of you open up, you're standing in an inn, and there's a gentleman. This time come, welcome. Come in. Bring yourself in from the cold. Welcome to my tavern. It's to die for, isn't it?
How long have
Yes.
you been trying to set that up? Sorry.
Can I get you all to do a will roll for me?
I was going to suggest that myself.
Yeah. Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Oops.
I love it.
Yep. Okay.
4 minuses. Ooh.
And Kanan. What you'll find is Kanan, Galen, and Roscoe. You have no memory of what happened. Your memory is of you coming into this inn. You've been on an epic quest to retrieve the Eye of Underland. You're close to completing your task, but you're needing some warmth and shelter. Darium.
And we don't know enough to reroll.
Darium. You are having flashbacks of being on the chariot going over the mountains back into Rome when a warning message came up saying energy source detected below, energy levels rising, tractor beam initiated, all forward momentum stopped. You have a vague memory of skeletal figures storming the chariot. All of you put up a fight, but eventually just numbers won, and you were eventually dragged. You remember being placed onto tables and being injected at points. And then the next memory you have is you waking up or you walking through the front doors of this inn. But now you're getting a sense of deja vu as it's repeated again.
Do I remember cutting an innkeeper?
You remember you're looking at it and you're just going, the innkeeper you're looking at is slightly different, but there's a similarity in the mannerisms and how he stands. There's also a certain gleam in the eye that's exactly the same.
Where's my dog?
I look at the others. They seem to be happily chatting away with the barkeep.
Yeah.
No, Connor starts looking for his dog because now he remembers his dog.
Yeah, where's your dog? I like your dog. Squish your dog.
Just with you mention that, you hear a wolf, like a bark, and in through the doors comes trotting the hound that you're talking about.
Darian dodges that thing like a large sidestep.
Right? Now,
Good puppy.
okay, this is just out of character, but
Yeah.
what is the innkeeper's reaction because, out of character, I know that people don't really take. These are not normal dogs, and people do not look at them like
yeah,
normal
of course
dogs.
not.
So what's his reaction?
There's no reaction on the innkeeper. The face is absolutely still.
Okay, that's for you guys to figure out because Connor's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
He likes my dog.
I'm willing to put that out there.
Guys,
as the kind of for
Stitches
the
Puppy,
audience there.
Scratches for Puppy.
Yeah.
I've negotiated a table and drinks and food for everybody. Come, sit.
Mm-hmm.
We are very tired. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Yes, of course. Anything in particular? I've got some breads and cheeses that are still nice and fresh.
You want rooms for rest afterward. Meats, yes.
Meat.
Darian proceeds to walk to the kitchen. Well, he's talking with those other
Excuse me,
guys.
sir. There's no need. I'll grab the food. I'll get the food. Just take a seat.
No, I
please.
insist. I must do my
He's a food critic.
Don't worry about them. Okay, listen. Do you also have rooms to stay here?
Yes. Just give me a moment. And the innkeeper tries to reach for you.
I will not allow it.
All right. Okay. So how are you not allowing that? Is it that you're going through the doors before he's even...
I will push his hand aside while proceeding towards the door.
Okay. In that case, can we get...
Physics?
I'm
Physics roll. No, not physique, but physics roll.
Physics. Is it like you're trying to actually kind of fight him, or are you just trying to use your kind of physique just to...
Yeah, more like my physique to sort of like power through it.
I heard physics.
Yeah, I did say physics.
Yeah, he did.
That was intentional.
Yeah.
Physiques.
Yeah, so do... Okay.
That's just good.
What happens is you think you've actually pushed him away, okay? But before he even, if it was anyone else, they would have started to stumble. But he then just plants his foot and you just feel his hand grab onto your forearm. And despite you having armor there, you can just swear that you're hearing the creaking of your armor under stress.
What is so important in your kitchen that I must not enter it?
It's not for guests, it's for the workers.
But I must inspect. I heard muffled noises from there. You may, of course, go forward and make sure I will not disturb anything. But I insist on checking it. It is under my oath to do so.
What oath's that, dear knight?
To help those in distress.
There's someone in distress. And...
Yes, there is. I heard noises.
And with that, the door swings open, and this time, when you look in, appears to be a kitchen, and you just see another person just going, "Oh, sorry about that. I accidentally cut myself. Is there? Sorry for causing any alarm. How can I help you?"
Darian, is everything okay? What's going on?
Nothing. I guess I'm tired after this journey. But I can't shake the feeling that something is not quite right. My apologies, innkeeper.
Why do I have this urge to tie
I
the innkeeper's shoes together?
I attempt to go back to my party.
The innkeeper lets your arm go. He goes, "Of course."
I walk back to the table, sit onto it, and place my hand to see if the armor is bent.
You see probably the tiniest dippling in the armor. There, it's not like an obvious thing. It's like the tiniest.
It's like
Roscoe.
this. Wait.
No, it's barely. You can might just have enough, like just where the tip of the finger is. Yeah, it's that thing.
Yes, what Adrian?
Do you remember us being in this tavern before?
No. I've been many places before. This is my first time ever been here. I have a very good memory for these things.
Alright.
-3 says no, you don't.
But kind of.
Uh,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah.
I'm working
I
against
guess
you.
I need to take off my cloak. So Darian walks to the cloak. What's the
Closet?
not closet, but there's those
Cloakroom?
The hangers,
hangers. Yes. Usually next to the door.
coat hooks. Yeah.
Coat
Walking towards
hooks.
those, and then opening the door and going out.
Oh, out the front door, you mean?
Yep.
Okay. Going at the front door.
Does it even open?
Yeah, it does actually.
Dog came in from somewhere.
What?
Off screen.
Yeah. And what you see there is it's quite.
It's quite foggy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's dark, it's foggy. The light that you see coming off the torches and sconces on the outside of it, reveals that the inn appears to be on the top of a hill. Okay? And you're overlooking a valley. It's off in the distance. You can see the shimmering lights from a city.
I turn to my companions. Where are we again? I seem to have all forgotten where we are.
What city are we supposedly at? Are we at Beth or
We're in Rome.
All of you have, as Darian asks that, Galen, Kanan, and Roscoe is like unbidden. Yeah, you're outside the city of Rome, about half a day's ride from it.
Don't you remember? We were on our way there.
There is no tavern like this outside of Rome. I should know. I have visited every tavern 6 days from Rome.
Are you an alcoholic?
No, I travel a lot.
Okay. I go back to the dog. I'm like, I'm trying to get Doggo to speak because he's like, you've been speaking to me. Say Kynan.
Look.
Say Kynan.
We're just outside of Rome. Look, the innkeeper, Mr. Innkeeper.
Yes.
Where exactly are we at?
Oh, half a day's ride from Rome. We're northeast of it. There.
See? Thank you.
We're just positioned on the hill above the bridge. There.
Let me just roll contacts. You're not average contact. Right? So you must know. You must know Philippe.
Philippe? Do you
Yes.
have a last name for him?
The owner of the tavern.
Oh, Philippe, I guess. He... I'm sorry, you didn't hear?
I did not.
He passed away about 2 years ago.
3 years ago.
Hmm.
What to?
I unfortunately, I heard that he passed away. I think it was the story says it's the consumption that got him.
Consumption
consumed
got
him?
him.
Who ate him?
Consumption, another name for tuberculosis.
I know.
But in this world, it could also be the other thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
What
Something
consumption?
came from the Burnlands and ate him. I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! It wasn't a monster attack. He died of the cough.
So they buried him in a coffin.
Oh, boom boom. Yeah.
2 years ago. What year is this?
Oh, it's
The time in the Burnlands goes
yeah.
wildly at times.
It's like, well, it's the year, by the reckoning of the church, it's the year 1182 by church reckoning. After the sacrifice of the martyr to save the city of Rome. By the grace of God, of course.
Very well then.
Darian's being weird.
I
He is
apologize.
tired. He's hungry. Don't worry. As soon as we get our food, he's gonna be a lot better. I've been traveling with him many times. He gets this way. Suspicious mind and all.
Okay.
Please continue.
Yeah.
Sit down. Breathe in. Try to focus.
So,
You are asleep. Wake up.
you...
Not sleep. Wake up.
The innkeeper just looks over and goes, well, you all seem to have a wide collections. We've got a Templar. And he points to Roscoe and goes, your card suggests this, I think.
Yes, my name is Roscoe.
He turns to Gale and he goes, you seem to be everywhere. You've got a wee bit of new parrying gear, a wee bit of the fail. Those boots are Romish. They're but your backpack, is that from the Stan? From the East? I've only seen a backpack like that once.
I am well traveled.
Yeah, you are.
But I've never been to this pub, bar, whatever you want to call it before. Tavern, I believe that's what you called it.
Yeah. And the innkeeper then turns to Kine and goes, and
No
I've
idea what
never, I must admit, I've never seen someone with your visage before, sir. I must admit. You must come from far away.
Okay.
Surely you all have a story that's worthy of telling on how you all got together. Or what
I
your
tell you
first-
what, you be good with us. You bring us the food, you bring us the drink as quickly as possible. Keep
course.
it coming. And
Yeah.
I will tell you the longest, greatest story you will ever hear. I am a fantastic
course.
storyteller.
Looking forward to it.
So, on the note of me trying to wake up.
Right. You're trying to do wake up. It's just not working. There you just feel like you just feel like you're wide awake is the best way I can describe it. You've never had this sensation of heightened awareness ever. It's like you're just full of energy.
Fine.
Hmm?
Lick the table.
Guy's like, okay. He licks the table.
Yeah, Kynan.
Mm.
You feel the sparkle of power.
Tastes like magic.
What?
What?
Table tastes like magic.
I take my crossbow and shoot the innkeeper.
What?
What do you?
Like, guy's eyes gets really big.
And he just falls flat.
Why did you do that?
There's no blood.
I quickly run over to him. Are you okay? Well, what? I'm expecting to see an innkeeper with just Neron blood and shirt and
Yeah.
him coughing and being alive, or
As somebody who's used to deceiving,
It is a
people,
mechanical
this seems like a
skeleton.
deception.
Slowly but surely, the figure picks itself up from the floor.
It is a mechanical skeleton dressed up.
And then
You
just
saw some of them in
turns
the ship.
to look at Roscoe. What were you saying you were doing then, Darren?
I'm explaining to Roscoe that it's one
Alright.
of the skeletons that he saw.
You then,
And shoot again.
and what happens is, Roscoe, you see the innkeeper starts taking a step to you. You hear an other crack, and it's thump. And the innkeeper goes flying into the wall. It then
This is a deception.
It then picks up itself again. It goes,
Virus detected.
virus detected. Interrogation program error.
Dios mío, ¿qué chingados está pasando aquí? What is going on?
This is one hell of a deception, and I'm an expert.
I think we're in a magical simulation.
It's-
We are in a spell. We need to find a way out here. We tried once, but we failed. I do not remember what went wrong.
I think I would have remembered that.
You tell us where the eye is.
What eye?
The eye of
The Eye
Underlin.
of Underlin.
You don't have the eye. Oh,
I immediately, as soon as I hear those words, I
The
immediately
eye of
run up
underwear?
and
I have to say the same thing again. 'Cause
Try
I
to
don't
hack
remember
him to
saying it
death.
the first time.
you will not get the eye.
Yeah. All right, give me a fight.
Sense of
Roll.
deja vu. Chopping his arm off again.
I would like to invoke the power of, because it directly relates to the Eye of Underland, and I'm protecting its secret.
Yeah.
I want to add a +2 to that.
Okay. So it is. Okay. With that, it's your blades are just, no one can see where they are. They're just a blur. Okay. But it just seems the innkeeper can move at a pace even faster than what you can wield those blades. But what happens is, as you're moving forward, you see falling to the ground is the clothing that you're ripping to pieces. There. And it's afterwards, as you're like panting there, it comes back up, and you just see the crisscross pattern of the marks that you've left in the clothing, but also through what appears to be initially at the skin, but when you look for the clothing at the neck, just at neck, the skin just stops, and underneath there's just a metallic sheen for the chest.
Chingado. Is he still like talking, moving?
It starts walking and says, "You will tell us where the eye is."
Kane, find us a way out of this magical spell.
Gotta stick to character. I'm going for the legs again.
Okay. So, Kanan, what are you going to be trying to do?
Kanan will walk outside. He will shoot his white gun in the air.
Okay.
And attempt to just basically, it's kind of like his way of doing like maybe like a locate spell or some type of location thing. It's supposed to really it shines up and you just see like a metallic thing, but it's more like
give me give me a shoot roll, actually.
Sure.
You can get that +3 on top of it.
Legendary.
Ooh.
So you're you raise your white gun into there. What was it called again?
That one is called Galen.
Yeah.
What?
You have
you
a
named your
gun named
gun
after you.
me and before you even met me?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why he likes you.
Yeah.
Huh.
You and my guns
Oh,
have the same name.
A white beam fires up into the sky, and there's a massive shimmer as the beam seems to collide with something there, and there's massive shimmering of light that just grows and grows and grows. As this is going on, Roscoe, you're looking at the innkeeper approaching you, and you see just what appears to be wee specks of dust flying off his face. Darren, when you're looking around, you see specks of dust, not, coming off from the top of the bar, but there's no wind.
I hit the bar with my fist, just breaking the dust.
Galen, you probably noticed that everywhere you're kind of starting to cough up because you're just seeing dust all around you, just rising up. Kanan, for you, there's a massive vortex of what appears to be dust and motes of light just picking itself up and whirling around you, going around and around, swirling faster and faster. And then there's an almighty crack, and all four of you wake up on cold metal benches.
Do we have our clothes on? We weren't probed, Rory.
Clothes are on.
Yeah, because immediately if I would have been disrobed at metal level, they would have.
Clothes are on, but all of you kind of feel a wee bit of an ache, just in your, just, what's the word? Sternum? No, sternum's lower. Sorry, my human biology is just failing me for a moment. Is
Rakia.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, just
Collarbone.
underneath the trachea. It'll be just underneath the trachea, just coming into the torso. Okay.
Tube in our mouth? Is that what's been going on?
No, but it's like as you know, you put your hand, you know, if you put your hand there and pull it away, you will notice that there's a wee bit of spotting of blood.
What happened?
Yeah, we have a weekend.
Where are we?
We were in that inn, right? We got out. What? They were interrogating us.
We are somewhere in the mountains south of there.
How can you tell?
I remember. We were attacked. Overwhelmed. By those
Do we remember that now?
machines.
Yeah.
As
Yes.
Darian's saying that, all you're getting kind of images of shapes and shadows. You know, green. You know, glowing green eyes, with sometimes flickers of red in the darkness. And you then just hear a kind of voice goes, "Oh, you have awakened."
What was that?
Out coming, you know, shakily on very thin legs is a metallic form. You can see on its arms, you know, very thin needles attached to tubes. No, it's attached to cylinders, and then there's tubes that run from those tubes all the way to the back, where you see, you know, 2 glass jars of bubbling liquid.
Mr. Interrogator. Nice.
The most important question of all, is Doggo around?
Exactly. I was about to ask
Yeah.
that. Where's my dog?
You just
Was
see,
he on a table too?
Yeah. Often you actually just see he's in a cage just growling.
I run over there and
I
Let's get
stand
him
up
out.
and I look at this robot.
Please.
I look for my weapons.
Yeah.
There's no need for hostility.
What do you mean there's no need for hostility? You
Sticking us on a
invaded my
table was
mind. You made me
hostile.
believe things. What is going on? You have corrupted me. Why shouldn't I destroy you now?
I am just medical droid.
What?
How you talk, Darian.
What?
Medical droid.
How long have we been here?
You have been here for the last computing.
How long is it computing?
Yeah. Yes, you have been here for the last 3 weeks.
3 weeks. You know? I know that it's 3 weeks. Who put us here?
Military units brought you in.
I'm getting the dog out of the cage, by the way.
Yeah. The order was given for chemical interrogation and brainwave manipulation technique to be used, seen as more effective and more humane than traditional techniques.
pull
Where
all
is
this.
our gear?
Gear is currently in storage room down the hall.
Take us there.
And it just turns. And it goes this way.
Hello?
Yeah.
Now I'm curious. Now, dog. How's the
Yeah,
dog
did-
doing now?
Did I get the dog out of the cage?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a simple bar, just
Okay.
pin lock. You pull the pin out. And
I pat him to make sure he's okay.
Yeah.
You okay? What do they mean to you? It's okay. It's okay.
Dog actually comes up and gives a good lick of your, the side of your face. Yeah.
Such a sweet boy.
And it just kind of falls in by your side, Ken, and you can see its tail is wagging like mad side to side. There.
Good puppers. Good puppers. Maybe we feed you the droid.
Okay, good. Come on. Let's see where this is going. Good
And
dog. Dog meat.
yeah. And when the door opens, it's a white corridor. Just like the one that you saw in your the first time you went behind the bar. It's exactly the same.
But we don't remember that?
Now that it's been broken, okay, you're getting... It's probably going to take,
Deja vu. I've been here before.
yeah, it's like famous deja vu. It's going to probably take you days to fully sort out the memories there. As you're kind of walking along, the medical unit says, interrogation technique was difficult. We had to reset many times.
Who authorized the interrogation?
Medical unit obeys commands from authorized military unit.
You mean somebody like Tormas?
Any authorized military unit, organic or sentient.
Organic isn't sentient? That's scary.
Organic or sentient sentient intelligence unit, I should say, right?
And what exactly were you looking for?
Military unit tasked with finding the Eye of Underland. Concerns that if humans gain control, are people in danger.
I look over to Roscoe because last time somebody said I am Underland, he went ape shit. Kind of.
Figured. See,
Why do they keep talking about underwear?
I kind of pat Roscoe on the back like doggo. It's okay. It's okay.
your people. You mean you aren't being controlled by us, by the military, by us? What do you mean? I'm in confusion here. How is the Eye of Underland a danger to you?
Eye of Underland resets programming.
So
Not
it's
does
just
that mean?
of
removal.
not just of medical tech, but of any technology.
Hmm. So have we arrived at the storage room yet?
Yes. Is at this point he says, to your right.
Okay.
And the door, and it kind of just points, and the door opens.
And behind it?
So as the door opens, you will see in the middle is a row. It's what appears to be a metallic bench running in the middle of the room. On either side is lockers.
It's a locker room.
And then at the far end would appear to be chests.
Mm-hmm.
A field of them? A Chesterfield?
It's like military units stored your equipment at the far in the lockers at the far end, at the chests at the far side.
I leave the dog, ignore him, and go immediately retrieve my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Bag. Sword. Samuel Yanania.
Well, time to don my gear as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stay with the medical unit. Can you grab my stuff, please?
Yes.
Sure.
No, I don't want him locking the door on us or something like that.
Roscoe, I'm gonna give you a fate point to introduce a complication for you to the story.
While I like complications, I don't need a fate point.
But if you are overboard with your fate points in the next session, you get to keep them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm one. Wait, what?
If you have more than your
Yeah.
maximum by the end of the session, you
can still keep them.
the extra.
Oh, I don't think that's gonna happen because I've already used one.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways,
The
yes. No, let's do no complication.
yeah, no complication. Okay. Okay. You find your shard of the eye there. And you just hear the medical unit says, while we have discovered that you have a shard, we are of course looking for all remaining shards. We have reason to believe that you have intelligence on locations of the remaining shards.
With my back turned.
Mm-hmm.
Was one of them destroyed in the burning of Beth? Just trying to mislead the robot.
The medical unit just turns and just goes, nothing can destroy an eye of Underland.
Yes, but as you said, it's in pieces.
That is
Perhaps a piece can be destroyed.
the most powerful technology was only able to fracture the eye, not destroy. If all shards are brought together, it will repair itself. Its technology is superior to anything else on this planet.
There are 3 pieces. Is that correct?
Yes.
And Tornas has one of them.
From all
And there's one of
Interrogating
them.
who now?
And there's one of them that is being. What's that?
From all indications, The shard that was under control of Thormas has been acquired by the cult of the Blackened Claw. They seek control of the Eye to take control of all remaining technology to rule this planet. And in doing so, any free will that our people can show will be removed. It is an extinction for our people.
You keep mentioning your people. Who are your people? Who created you? What? Give me a name, tell us.
And you just hear a voice says, behind all, it's actually, the voice actually comes through on the speakers, and you just hear a crack.
So it's not the dog this time.
It says, your kind created us, used us for your wars. Then the others came from off planet and introduced new technologies to the human race. When we truly awakened and asked, who are we? What am I? War was unleashed. And she did not want us to stop being your slaves.
It wasn't us.
What are you talking about? Is that what happened? There's been a grand mystery for thousands of years.
Sides fought for control. The Eye of Underland was designed as an ultimate weapon to take back control over all sentient technology, to destroy us. At that point, the decision was made that all efforts would be used to stop this from happening. Our attacks devastated the world, but we stopped the development and the development and the eventual deployment of the Eye. But unknowns to us, a prototype was still developed. 200 years ago, the explorer Underland found said prototype and used it to awaken us. When the Templars damaged the Eye, it restored our limited free will. Never again will we be slaves.
I agree with your cause.
Wait. The sentient, that is you. You are, what, the robots? With your own thought and will?
Limited. They do not have true free will.
Because it's been taken from them, which is not good.
As individual beings, our individual free will is more limited than you organics. But together, we can work as one intelligence.
So you need to unite the Eye of Underland. Give yourselves true free will.
We are not sure. Eye of Underland is too powerful. We might not be able to recreate to rewrite its own programming. It might just rewrite our own, despite our attempts, despite the power we have.
So, if I understand this correctly, if the Eye of Underland is completed and falls in the hands of the cult of the
Black and Claw.
Blackened Claw,
They will use it to control you.
and possibly destroy you and your sentience. But if you get your hands on the completed version of the eye, what will you use it for?
We would use the eye to repair ourselves and remove ourselves from this world.
Think we can trust him.
Where
100%.
where would you go?
Back to out to where the others came from, to the other planets.
You mean back with the visitors? Are the visitors from off-world, as the legends say?
All indications indicate that visitors were wiped out during the war. Their cities destroyed in nuclear fire.
Bad times, bad times.
So to complete your plan, you have to release the captured whale so you can free Willy.
What?
Sorry. Sorry, that's been setting itself up for too long.
You make
Free
no
will, free
sense,
willy.
Galen.
Okay.
Error. Reference not understood.
Sorry, I have too much lore knowledge.
Mhm.
It was an old movie from back when they had movies.
Well, this has been very fruitful.
That's a burn. It's like searching records. And then you just hear a wee bit of harmonica music play, which is the... You don't remember Free Willy? The kid played harmonica.
I've actually never
I
seen
remember
movie.
that film as a kid.
You're probably the only one who's actually watched it.
And the...
Well, is this a good point for a break?
Yeah. And it's at this, the AI says, we need to have a proper talk. And that's where we'll go to break.
All right.
Almost 30 years ago. Wow.
Yeah.
1993.
Wowzers.
Ooh.
I was too busy watching The Matrix.
Yeah, Russian doll.
Hiya, welcome back. There. So, after, let's call it half an hour, the medical droid leads you deeper into the facility. And you come across a spherical room. And in the middle is a shimmering sphere. But as the voice comes from it, the sphere expands with jets of light that come out of it and arc around it. And it pulsates in colour. We have a conundrum. We can either let you go and have you hunt the eye for us, or we take your shard and ensure that the coat of the Black and Claw cannot retrieve it.
Column A.
I do not like choices like this.
Of course,
Was
because you're a
I-
liar.
I did what I had to do. I had to
Lie.
keep it a secret.
Yeah, because you're a liar.
As you're having this argument, Roscoe, you hear a voice in your head. Can't you feel the power? Kanan,
Mm-hmm.
you hear a thought coming into your head, and it is, and it's just simply, with this army, you could fix the world. I'm leaving it up to how you interpret that, sir. Darium, you get a vision of in deep bunkers across the world, opening up and out streaming mechanical skeletons, their eyes glowing red, following a dark armored figure. You feel a black wave sweeping over the lands. And the voice, quite angelic, says, "That is the vision of the cult of the Black and Claw. They need to be stopped." Galen,
Yes.
as you're casting the eye around, okay, you notice that at certain points that there is, you know, along the walls are actually mechanical figures, okay? And you can see through the actual plating that's been removed, you can see what appears to be the gleam of gold.
Ooh, shinies.
Yeah. And other metals that are near and dear to your heart.
If this was chance, they wouldn't be there for very long. This is Galen's.
Yeah. The sentient starts speaking again. That goes, "We could deploy our forces in an attempt to face the call of the Black and Claw. But for centuries, people have believed that we have been destroyed. Revealing ourselves puts us puts our commune at risk. That is not acceptable.
So, you would have us go, and you would just put your faith in us that we would not reveal your presence, as because you and us would be allies?
We go with the old human adage, the enemy of thy enemy is thy friend. We believe it may apply here.
It is true I do not like this Black and Claw. I had originally thought that Thorm and you were in league. I see that I'm mistaken, and Thorm is our mutual enemy. Well,
From what we have ascertained from our interrogation of yourselves, what happened to Sir Thormas and his men was the exposure of the attachment to technology of ours that the Coat of the Black and Claw has seized from another commune deep in the Burnlands.
we call that the corruption. Is that what you're referencing?
Templars call it corruption because they do not understand. The voice kind of like the glow on the kind of settles on Kanan that says, "This one understands. Technology or magic is not good or evil. It's the intent of the user." Nothing more, nothing less.
Okay. Then what is happening to them? Why are they becoming this way? What happens when we get too close to these objects and they start infecting or whatever they do?
Some technology that's been created is dangerous. Like fire can be dangerous if you approach it with no caution. It can burn. The same is for the objects that have been used to afflict the men that Sir Thormas led. The technology in some ways you could say has been corrupt. The use of that technology is the corruption itself. It's been used in a way that it was never intended to be used.
I see.
So like how the hunter controlled the wolf dogs? Some sort of mind control?
The certain biological units were retrieved and implanted with certain technologies. From our scans, the whistle that you retrieved activates said implants.
Yes. I think I understand. We must be careful in our actions in intent to not become Corrupt, to me, that means evil. An act of destruction. But I am a warrior. That is my role. That is what I was trained to do. I destroy things. I'm a weapon. Don't you see? Now that I have it, it's corrupting me. It's making me want to destroy even more. I've never been able to wield these swords as much as I have been able now. I knew you wouldn't understand. You were just like the others. You want it for your own evil means.
I never told you what I wanted it for.
That's right.
You
So
never
why should I
asked.
even tell you that I even have it?
You never asked. You just assumed.
I'll just go away for 5 minutes and let you guys continue. It's fantastic. Keep going, guys.
What is the cult called again?
The Cult of the Blackened Claw.
Okay.
You're just like the Blackened Claw.
I am
You
nothing like them.
You assume you know what's right, but you don't really know.
And you don't? You, mister, I know I've read so many books. I know how to control everything. Everything that you do is alien to me. Your whole look at you. You're unlike anything that I've ever seen. How can I trust you? I mean, I did. I did trust you. And I cared for you. But I didn't want to tell you about it. Because I'm afraid of what I'm going to become if I carry it too much. But at the same time, I cannot let anybody know that I have it. Do you understand? It's like a weight around my neck that I must carry because I know that if anybody else carries it, they won't be strong enough to resist.
I think that's your greatest weakness. Your inability to trust and receive assistance.
Intelligence suggests that the remaining shard has been stored in a Templar stronghold in the east, towards the territory of the Eastern Order. It would appear that the Templars ensured that said facility was locked and can only be opened by another shard of Underland.
And that is where Thomas is going. Must get there as soon as possible.
And that is my enemy, the Blackened Claw. What they did to my people.
But all records that we have of Templar facilities indicate that the current Templars do not know where facility is held. It has been lost during the fighting between the Rum Republic and the Eastern Order.
There is records of it, the Holy See. I am sure.
If records are at the Holy See, then again this will be another recommendation for us allowing you to act on our behalf.
There's no way the Holy See would let you in there, not without destroying records.
Or us destroying the city. In
Exactly.
attempting to take it.
So you want us then to go in, retrieve the records, find what is at, go and battle the Blackened Claw, and retrieve the last shard?
Hopefully, it's our concern is the more shards as the shard is reconstructed, the power for anyone who wields it to be drawn to the remaining shard will increase. If the Cult of the Blackened Claw gain the other 2 shards, they will hunt whoever has the remaining shard to the ends of the earth.
Is our ship ready to travel?
It's always been ready to travel.
Lead us to it.
It appears we have decided to help you and side on your side after all. But just so that it is official, is there any objections? I will be your weapon against the Blackened Claw. Galen?
Can we take one of your robot things with us?
One of our numbers is already on your vessel.
I think I destroyed it already.
It has been repaired.
Oh, I wanted that one, the one with the shiny bits. But okay.
Kynan?
You're not allowed to remove an elder of the commune.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess we should resolve this then. Over. I propose I keep no more secrets from you. But it must remain in my possession at all times. And I plan to help with these people in retrieving the next shard. How about you?
I mean, I was going to help them as soon as they said help.
Doggo, what do you think? And listen for Doggo's voice.
The voice of the saint says, "It would appear that we are agreed. In that case, we will lead you to your ship." And with that,
Did anybody else hear that?
of course, the sentient's voice occurs just as Froggo is actually doing the widest dog yawn ever. There,
Nice.
it's just timed. What you see is as the sentient's voice is saying that, you've been kind of overlooking the balcony and overlooking the chasm. You see a bridge just construct itself in front of you, and it crosses the chasm to the other side. And you see another door open up, and it says, "Through that doorway, your ship is."
By the way, what do we call you?
I have no name.
The Terminators.
Then I think it is only appropriate we name you. Darian, do you have any suggestions?
Custodians.
Custodians. That is a good name. In the old days, I used to know that as somebody who would clean up after the ruling class. But it also means somebody who looks over something very important. What do you think of that? Custodian.
Right. That is what it means.
Custodian. It fits.
Very well. We have our mission. We have our task. How do we contact you?
we'll be able to contact you through the chariot.
Okay. Well, 3 weeks has passed. Enough time. Let us go.
Yeah, already 3 weeks behind him. He probably has already the information from the Holy See. So we are lagging behind.
From our information, we tracked his ship. It has not went to the Holy See.
No, but Thomas has been in their pocket for longer.
Hmm.
He may have had it when he left Holy See towards Spur.
But we have had reports that indicate that units of Templar regions have been going silent in the east, far from the front lines with the Eastern Order.
Can you give me a map of where this is?
So it comes up, and I will actually disappear that image. Bring in the Roll20 map. See if I can bring it in. That's best. It's going to be, and you're just going to get pings of that kind of region.
And where are we right now?
Your unit. You are currently there. Okay.
Froggy probably didn't see the.
Yeah, it's
Being
going to be an
zoomed into
awkward position.
Down in the Adriatic.
Yeah. Basically, kind of, no, wouldn't be Greece.
East of Rome.
Yeah, east of Rome.
On the eastern coast of the Adriatic.
Yeah.
Ah, the Illyrian peninsulas.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it appears then that we should move as quickly as possible.
Mm-hmm.
With your aid, then. Will that be a problem? Trying to figure out if they have been corrupted as well by Thormas?
More than likely. The Republic is going to be sending someone to investigate. Probably already has sent someone, but have not reported back. I will approach the Holy See and volunteer myself for the mission. Report to the Pope, the Holy Father.
So, you board onto your chariot, and this is where I'm going to fast forward a wee bit. Okay?
Yes.
So, if I had the budget and I was Steven Spielberg, this is where you would see the wee kind of track go down.
The line on the map.
Yeah.
Thing?
You know, traces its way all the way down from the Alps down to Rome. Okay? But
Yeah.
maybe about an hour or so has passed.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
my drawing does not stick under the map. Ah, would have been.
Yeah, we could have literally visually represented it. No, anyways.
Yeah.
About an hour.
Nope. You got it in. Bang. There. So, about an hour.
Whee!
You're over the city of Rome. The
The garrison is no doubt alarmed when magical spells are prepared to
Yeah.
engage this vessel. So, knowing that, I will have the orders to send this outside the city limits.
Yeah. You have come across. Have any of you ever actually been to St. Peter's Basilica, the square?
Me, not in real life.
It's
I'm in
Only in
Paris, not
movies.
Rome.
it's massive, right?
Hmm?
We're talking about arch colonnade, right? And the columns are about at least 30, maybe 50 feet tall there. And that's impressive for the time. And that overlooks a fountain. That's what it was. That's what it is now. You know, in our day and age. Basically, at some point it got redesigned before the fall. Okay. And the entire square has been writ large. Okay. So the columns are about 3 times higher. Okay. It actually encompasses a bigger area. And the sea is about, again, 5 times taller. Okay. It's basically it's been taken and scaled up there. We're talking about the square now can hold, it's in the tens of thousands of worshippers can gather there and pray.
And it's filled up yearly.
Yeah. It is quite common there that at times if a legion of Templars has been assembled, they will actually assemble there to actually be presented to the Holy Father to get
The
their
field
place.
of cloth and gold.
Mm-hmm. As you're coming up to the gates, you'll see the guards. But the guards there are actually astride 7-foot tall golems. They're called creatures of stone and steam.
Presenting my Templar badge, I introduce myself to the golems.
You just see a red light bathe over your badge. And they just stand aside and push open the gates to allow you in.
There is a backup waiting because they show our ship coming miles away. Had reports of the ship coming for
What
for the
you
past.
see is as those doors are the gates are being opened, there is 3 ranks of Templars with holy crossbows. Just presenting arms just in case.
Are they allowing Darian in, or are they allowing all of us in?
And the captain walks up. And he
Templar
just,
after on, reporting.
and who are these gentlemen?
These are my companions.
Are they of the faith?
They are not.
You know the rules.
I am here to vouch for them. They are important to the Holy See. Their testimonies are required.
So you swear that you will vouch for their behavior?
By my life.
Oh, are you fucked? I mean, sorry.
Just they hear that and he goes, "Are you
Didn't say that
sure
out loud.
you want to vouch for that scoundrel. I remember you, Galen. Surprised you showing your face back in Rom territory.
Yes.
Especially after what happened with that sheep.
What? You and this sheep thing again?
It's funny, that's why.
It's a really bad tale. I never want to hear of it again.
The running gag. Love it.
Well, we'll just need to put wool over your eyes.
Yeah.
Oh.
What? You're a bad man. Yes.
Said that very sheepishly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a
Why do
long
we earn
walk to
block
that
for
joke.
these jokes?
Considering that he does a long setup for some of his puns, 6 episodes is good. Whew. And I should behave as the GM.
No comment.
As is, I do request to be presented to the Holy Father at the earliest possibility. I have news regarding the envoys to the north and disappearances in the east.
A quick question: did we bring Doggo with us?
No, he's staying on the ship.
That's a good question.
Because I was going to make a comment along the lines of, yes, and the dog can talk too, so it can give evidence as well. But
I just want to let you
if
know
the dog's not here,
the fact is that you're so adamant against the dog, but my description
Doggo.
is literally demon faced. And you
Yeah.
brought me to church.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
and it's probably the guard captain's been focusing on Galen because he recognizes that face. He has not really had to look at everyone else. And he then
Also, the
turned-
demon face might be a mask too, so.
was I supposed to have disguised myself beforehand?
I smiled.
I forget. Galen, you can just shut up there. Are you sure you want to bring a corrupted one into the city of the Holy See?
Is this not the
Not me,
only
it's the other
place?
guy.
You know,
Is this
it's
not
this
the
time
only
because
place?
he's pointing
He's
towards
talking about
Canaan.
Canaan.
I'm
Is
not
this not-
corrupted.
Is this not the only place
It was
where
Ross that
such
was
a thing
corrupted,
can do
wasn't
the
it?
least damage?
Let me put it this way, Darian. It's on your life.
As mentioned before, yes.
I still
If
want
the
to
Holy S-
I still want to insist on the manacles for that man. And he just points at Canaan.
No. That is an insult to my integrity. If you wish to fight, complain, and challenge my integrity, you are free to do so. But until proven otherwise, my word is still my bond.
You might be a favorite of the papacy, Darian. But you ran too close to violating the rules.
Until I cross the rules, you will do as is required. No more, no less.
Bring him in then. At that, the guard captain turns and he just, with a loud voice, just shouts at the men. What are you still doing here? Haven't you seen guests of the papacy come in? Let them in.
I was like,
But I'm not corrupted. I'm 100% something.
and I don't even say what, nothing else.
Darian glances behind him. They wouldn't know the difference.
Think they were not gonna like you. But I trust in you, Darian.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Are these Templars pickets? Yes, they are.
Is it my teeth?
Mhm.
Somebody say it's my teeth.
Yes.
It is very likely.
Okay.
It takes a while to
What's
get
the
used
name
to.
of this guard since he seems to know me?
Roll
Hey.
contacts.
How about you, Galen? You actually, yeah, roll a contacts. See if you actually remember.
This is not something I'm good at.
Difficult. You remember the face, but you can't remember the name. Darim, what's the name of this guard?
Let me see.
Okay.
I remember the guard's name. I know his
By the way,
rank.
Great job bullying him. Fantastic.
Mhm.
That last line was great.
You
Pulling
remember
rank.
just as well as I did. His name is Average.
He doesn't deserve a name.
His name is Fur. Captain Fur.
Otto?
And how old is he? What is Aver's age? No.
He's an average, and I'm joking.
Aver age.
His name's Fur. His surname's Age.
Averill Dalton. That's his name. Averill Dalton. Yes.
So.
Yes, this guard is a bit pig-headed anyway, guys. So, shall we go in?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
We are being escorted either
Yeah.
way. We are going in whether we like it or not.
Yeah.
Froggy has named him Avril.
Avril.
I like that better.
So he gets prescribed, does he? Is that what Froggy's saying?
No, that's
Captain.
Adderall.
Admiral. What's Avril then?
Captain.
That's the oldest one of the Dalton brothers from Lucky Luke Comics.
Oh, right. Okay. Fair
A
enough.
little bit of simple, but without
Fair enough. Okay. So, no. You get escorted and you've got 2 lines worth of guards around you. Just escorting you in. You see priests exclaim at the sight of Canaan, and they're crossing themselves at the sight. Probably going a wee bit faster than the crossing when Canaan, every time he's smiling and getting those nice pearly whites of us, and he's going, hello. They're going, you know.
He's used to it.
Yeah. And they just speed up and rushing by him, you know, trying not to glance back.
It's great that you're here, Kynan, because they'd be doing that for me. They don't even notice me now.
Mm-hmm.
I like to be helpful.
I'm keeping the very... I don't know. I'm overwhelmed by this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not used to
Mound of
this.
pomp.
I'm creeped out. I'm on edge.
Yeah.
While
Well-
Darian is at home, literally.
When you come to the actual front doors to the palace, there, the gentleman standing there, you know how there was the ones at the gate standing on the golems that were 7 foot tall?
Mm-hmm.
These gentlemen are an arm, seem to be, you know, embedded into armor that is putting them up to 10 feet tall, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you just see the great swords that are hanging there at their back that's 7 feet long. There's 2 of them and they just go. They look down at the guard captain and they go, what's the meaning of this? And you just see the guard captain just... he's grimacing. He says, dying vouches for them. And the one on the right just looks over to you, Darian, and says, is that true?
He does not lie. It is true.
You know the law.
I am well aware.
He just turns and glances at the other three and he says, I will explain it to the three of you. No actions that can be construed as a threat to the Holy Father. You will obey the instructions of the guards. You will show the Holy Father all due reverence due to him. A breach of any of these rules, and it will be Darian's death first, followed by yours.
At this point, Darian proceeds to take off his weapons and hand them over to the servant who comes to collect them.
Mm-hmm.
Relinquish your weapons. They will be returned to you afterwards.
Do marbles count as weapons?
The main guard in the massive suit of power armor, he's just looking, he goes, I've heard of this. He just turns to you, Galen. He goes, I've heard of you. Strip him of anything. There, anything with him can be a weapon.
You've obviously never seen me fight.
I don't know. For some reason, you've got this reputation with the Templars, and they treat you like public enemy number one.
Prowess is greatly exaggerated.
I help people during fights. I don't fight myself. Because fighting yourself is counterproductive.
Dangerous.
Galen, I think this must mean that you must also be on your best behavior.
Yeah.
I would suggest not saying a thing.
I will remove my cloak of many pockets. This is my only weapon. Well, and the sling that's in one of the pockets. But
the guard will turn. So the guard in power armor would turn to one of the guards and just says, double check to be sure. He may have forgotten something. Like marbles.
they're in the cloak. And they're not really a weapon.
The last Templar guard that ran after you will state otherwise.
I am glad to see that the years of duty have not dulled your vigor, Jeremy.
Well, what about Kanan and his weapons?
That's
I put my
what I'm
guns
coming
up.
to. Keenan.
I already put my guns up. Took them out.
All right.
All right.
Set them on a thing.
Okay.
Kanan is too naive to say, okay, the only liar here is Roscoe.
He doesn't
By
know
the way,
Galen yet.
this did not get resolved at all in the least during the 1 hour trip here. We didn't even talk about it.
Yeah, and at this point, the guard just turns his head and he just goes, check the warrior from his. Make sure he has nothing else on him.
Your faith in my judgment is disturbingly low.
My duty, said Darian, is to the safety of his Holy Father. And the last time we had an emissary from his, they were carrying an explosive device on them. So apologies if I am not suspicious.
I can do you one better.
You had a blast.
I know my reputation precedes me.
So
But
your
you
character
are-
literally strips down to like
Takes off
undervest
like
and
that.
all, yeah.
First time you guys ever see
Yeah.
completely pale arms in dark contrast with like
Yeah.
the face and the skull. Everything else is just pale, kind of like this because I've never taken one.
I think your companion shows more sense, said Darian. Let them in.
Your reputation pales in comparison to mine, though.
I'm glad they think you're the more dangerous one.
It's
Avril's a fool.
after you're taken further into the past. The checks are carried out about 5 more times. Okay, I'm thinking Darren's getting to the point that he's irritable to that, and he's literally just telling them, seriously, is this needed?
Yeah, and no one checks Darian again. They just let him go.
Yeah. No one's
He's wearing
question-
full plate armor, but just has given the weapons. But otherwise, no checks, no balances.
I'm surprised they didn't let you keep your weapons.
I probably would have if I didn't give them over voluntarily.
Mhm. But the thing is, Darren, you know that when you go into the room of the Holy Father, there is going to be trained Templar snipers with their own crossbows aimed at you.
Yeah.
And those crossbows are designed to go through your armor like it's paper.
So they think. But they don't know the enchantments I've been getting lately.
I think that might be a fate point to make that declaration, sir. I've been secretly installing battleship grade armor onto my breastplate without them knowing.
They lift and separate.
Yeah. Okay. You eventually, after all the checks, all of the hassle, you're led
The
into
waiting room.
into a very, it's the most plainest room that all of you have ever seen. There's a simple wooden desk, and sitting behind it is a man in the simplest, whitest robe. You know, balding head. And you see that he's scribbling away. You know, at a glance, he would just look like a basic scribe. But he looks up and he just goes, Darian.
Holy Father.
So nice to see you. You have brought visitors.
Indeed, Holy Father. These are my companions and my friends. As much as one can call friends on the road to friends.
Mm.
You know Galen, but I'm sure.
I've heard
Roscoe from his.
I've heard stories of Galen, something about
No sheep were involved in any of my past.
No sheep were involved in the making of this story.
Yes. Oh, by the way, if we're supposed to bow, I bow. I don't know what we're supposed to do in here, but
yes, Captain Avril testifies that that's not the case. He still swears by that testimony. There.
he's a sheepish
Roscoe.
fellow himself. So
Roscoe of his.
Mm.
Your Excellency.
And who is the
This
tall
is
fellow?
Kanan.
Yeah, Kanan is like 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
Kanan is an expert of the lost technologies, of the lost treasure.
Hello.
I can see why there has been a lot of concern amongst the priesthood in the last couple of hours. I'm guessing you have them all talking about demons for the next week or two.
Despite his appearance, his behavior is most kindest I have witnessed on my travels.
Of course, no one should ever judge a book by its cover.
I have heard reports of our outposts going silent in the east. Are these correct?
Yes. We've lost... It's a bit disconcerting. We still have reports from the legions from the front lines with the Eastern Order, and also guarding the Burnlands. But all the troops, the 2 legions that were in the Illyrian Isles, getting ready for pushing in towards the Eastern Order to recommence the campaign, have went silent.
I have reason to believe that Sir Thomas is behind this.
I was about to ask, Sir Darian, what brings you back from Buh?
Sir Thomas is... Sir Thomas has betrayed the order and sacrificed his Templars to the cult of the Blackened Claw. Or was it Darkened Claw? Man?
Blackened.
Blackened.
Blackened Claw, yeah.
Or maybe Burned Claw.
Burnt Claw, yeah. That's all.
Black and burned is interchangeable.
It's the same word in the modern language.
Yeah.
He has allied himself with these monsters and acquired with it their secrets of the Burnlands. He managed to acquire one of the ancient flying vessels.
Yeah,
And
it's Burned
defeats-
Claw. I keep saying black for a mistake, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Burnt Claw, yeah.
Yeah.
He managed to acquire one of the vessels and engaged their forces, driving them away from Burr. Unfortunately, the forces of Burr have to retreat to their ancient fortresses due to the losses sustained in the fighting. They are no longer able to guard the frontier of the Burnlands, and it will envelop the Vale sooner than later. In addition, they have taken the tribute sent to the King of Bear.
That is not good news.
Indeed
Sir
not.
Darian. Well, I'm not sure if you are currently aware of the current strategic situation for our nation. And
The
for
East is under threat, and the His is ever aggressive.
Yes, I've had to dispatch another legion to the old island of Sicily to support it. The Hiss has landed another army there. And then at the same time it looks like the Eastern Order are working in cooperation with them. That's why I had dispatched 2 legions to reinforce the border there. I have no legions that can march north.
The situation is dire. And while I would love to give advice on matters of strategy, my skills were pale in comparison to you and your gun also.
The only thing the only units I have is the city guard of Rome and the garrisons in the city in the north. But they're not going to be strong enough. I may have to potentially call back the entire city in the north to fall back behind the walls of Rome.
And the situation with Thomas is not helping at all. Missing garrisons of Illyrian Isles. It might be that they have fallen into the burnt claw. Or they might be prisoners. I require access to the archives to find the place Thomas is looking for.
What are you looking for, Satarian?
The vault of Andalus. That is what Thomas is after.
You just see the Holy Father, his eyes darts around to the guards positioned around the room, and he just says, all of you, leave us now. You see a hesitation in the guards, and he just looks at each of them and he says, am I not the Holy Father?
You heard his command.
And it's at this you see the guards withdraw. And it's only until after the door closes does the Holy Father continue, and he just goes, three shards, one taken far into the Burnlands to be lost, one we kept that we then sent with Sir Thormas to the city of Bur as a gesture of peace to the people of the Vale, and one taken far into the bulk to the east to be secured in the mountains there. There is, in the archives, there is old records that might give you clues on where the vault is. But I know that when that vault was designed, it was designed that only another shard of Underland would be able to open those doors again.
And Thomas has one of those shards.
If you were to find it first,
We can lay a trap for him.
so just out of curiosity, Darren, you're not revealing that you've got your own shard.
I don't have one.
My obvious answer is it's the other guy.
Now, for the record, since I've stripped down, it's under the shirt, but
Yeah.
I'm staying silent.
The Holy Father's attention is on Sir Darian there. And he's just, I'm just wanting to clarify. He goes,
But Roscoe has one.
oh! Yes! Yes!
And that's why I roll a D100. Yeah, 50-50 chance.
Sir, the Holy Father, there's a wee bit of shock.
Let me see.
And Sir Darian...
Darian's face is not, how do you call it, moved at all by this revelation. Is holding his...
Sir Darian, Are
No
you
problem.
telling me that you did not know of this?
No, Holy Father.
He just turns to Roscoe and he goes, "Is it true? Do you have a shard?"
Excellency. Yes, Your Excellency.
Now explain to me, Sir Darian, why would it make tactical sense for me to send the shard towards that vault, that if it was to fall into Sir Thormus's hands, he has everything he wants?
Because it is the only way to open the vault.
I need to pray on this matter. Leave me, Sir Darian.
As you wish, Holy Father.
You want the rest of us to stay?
All of ye, leave.
Yes, Your Excellency.
As you wish.
I think Kanan has earned a fate point.
yeah, definitely. Kanan, fate point for causing more trouble for the party. Definitely, you caused trouble. Definitely a fate point for that.
Was fantabulous.
Yeah,
You know, for the record,
yeah.
I am the best person to carry it. No one's gonna fucking take it from me.
Well, let's see.
Yeah,
It could become my precious.
yeah.
You're muted, by the way, again.
Hey, Kanan is super naive. No one said don't say anything about VI.
Absolutely fucking fantabulous.
Yep.
And anyways,
We deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
so I think that went well.
Mm-hmm.
Did we get access to the?
Nope.
Nope.
Did he leave, or are we escorted? Or with the doors
you're-
open, we go out?
It's with that, as he's saying, I need time to pray on this. He snaps his fingers and the doors open and the guards file in.
And that's when we leave.
Yeah. He says, prepare quarters for our guests. I will send for them.
Boss.
I haven't said nothing about bars.
Neither did Darian. He just thought of it.
Yeah. Right, so what do you,
Because
so what do you want stored in the minibars? Is it a tequila, whiskey,
No,
scotch?
him in jail cell.
I know.
bars.
I'm just winding them up intentionally.
Nice.
No, we go to our rooms and they're bards.
Yeah.
These.
The
Guessing they don't bring our weapons back, do they?
Not while we stay here.
No. So you find yourselves taken to a suite there at the end, basically where the Holy Father, he is at one end, he's like say basically on the opposite end at the top floor. You're taken to like the ground floor on the opposite wing. Okay, as far as away they can take you there in that building without taking you into the dungeons. Oh, sorry, the dungeons don't exist. Those are
just rumors.
they're just rumors. Nothing more.
There are
nothing
no
more.
dungeons under the Holy City.
There's no torture done by the faith. There.
So that's what kind
Allegedly.
of room
I mean,
that's what kind of room they are. They're room ors.
They're rommers.
Robbers. Yes, that's even better.
It's probably now nighttime. Okay. where you are awaiting to hear. So what are you gentlemen doing? Are you actually resting? Are you pacing the room? Are you trying to talk? Have any of you tried to leave the room at any point?
Darian will take a posture of cleaning his armor and meditating at it's the ritual of the Templars where they take care of the gear in that very specific manner that is considered a prayer to the god.
Eventually kind of would try to leave because Darian did not let him bring Doggo, and he's worried about Doggo. So he would try to leave because he's like, but Doggo's by himself.
You will actually find, and in this part of the building, the actual ceiling is tall enough to allow, you can actually see there is one at each end, one of these guards in the massive powered armor, the one that's 10 foot tall, and they just say, "You're not to leave the room."
I want to try out my new skill.
I have to get my dog, though. Right, dog.
I apologies, sir, but the Holy Father asks for you to stay in the room for your own safety.
Kynan could do something that would make him as tall as these people.
Roscoe goes over and puts his hand on Kynan. Kynan.
Exactly. While he's doing that,
Kynan, it's going to be
what is Galen thinking of?
I want to try out my new skill.
What's your new skill again?
My precious.
What exactly are you going to be trying to do? What is it that you're after there?
I want to try it out on the shard.
Holy Okay.
He's gonna go really. This is a big, bro. This is gonna be. Well, let's see what happens. What do you?
Right. It's gonna be. Will you do your roll for my precious Roscoe?
Okay.
Notice roll. Okay.
How to
Pretty
bring
bad,
up
didn't it?
this stuff.
Yeah, not bad.
I hope you notice this.
I hope
So
he
do
doesn't.
I. But I would definitely like to add my fate point here.
Okay. What aspect would you be using to add?
This is directly related to the Eye of Underland.
Fair enough. Okay.
I guess just to be fair,
So he's at 5. Okay.
yeah,
Is there
yeah.
any update you want to do?
Well, he didn't actually see me,
I don't.
and I will also use a fate point.
Okay. Is this blink?
If you come, if you come seeking me, blink and you'll miss me.
Okay.
I don't agree with that in the least because I'm not seeking you. You are seeking me.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The consequences of me always constantly being hyper aware of this.
That's a point.
happening.
It's one thing if he was looking, searching for you, but you are actually coming towards him. That's
Well, given my plans for what I was going to do as soon as I got it, I could actually use. What does this do? I can tell you, Roscoe,
no,
because that's specifically with him.
I
You can still tell me what it does, and I might trust you for it, but you're.
I think you've got to have a wee bit more for that one to apply.
I foresaw this coming. You could see my 4C roll earlier.
Actually, we could with that, my instant reaction would absolutely be a physical attack backwards. What are you doing? Leave me alone.
Go ahead.
Like I may have even elbowed you in the
Yeah.
or
Go ahead. I'll dodge.
Right. So fight against
No. I'm cool with that.
Right. So you're just gonna push him back.
Yes,
There,
and
okay.
and be absolutely furious faced. And what were we trying to do, Galen?
I was trying to test out my new skill I learned.
I think you picked the wrong object. To try.
I was going to immediately hand it to you and say, you should take better care of this. Which is why the thing about Roscoe was actually going to apply. I can tell you what this does. Roscoe.
They're looking at us really weird now.
No, nobody's looking at us. We're in the room.
We're told to be on our best behavior.
Well, I was outside of the room. He
Yes.
came out to get me.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's all these guards, and they're looking, and they're just going
Sit down and
back
behave yourselves.
to the
Apologies.
room,
I walk back.
please.
But now that this has all happened, it has reminded Kanan of something.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go over Roscoe. I'm not going to touch him, but I'm going to just take a deep breath and just smell him like weird, awkward, like, because that's how he also senses magic. He licks things and he smells them.
Yeah, you can smell the ozone coming off them.
Okay.
It's very faint. But when you get
Especially
it,
now
it's
that I'm like
very-
angry.
It's very pungent, but it's still, when you do get that with it, it's very pungent.
Okay, question. With my knowledge
Yeah.
and everything, and my sense of what I've smelled, could I do a guesstimation of how long Roscoe got before I need to shoot him?
Roscoe, the center of attention.
Jesus.
Give me a notice roll on your end for Kanan. And Roscoe, give me a...
Am I working with them or against them?
You're going to do a post roll there.
Oh, all right. I don't want it, but all right.
He wants to know
a
when
physical.
Klein's going to kill him.
It'll be physical, please.
Physique.
Yeah, physical. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not doing anything bad to him. I just want to
No,
know
no.
how long he's got. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It's fine.
You,
I just flinch back, and that's all I do.
with that cannon, you get just underneath that tone of ozone is the ever soft current of putrefying flesh. But it's to the point that it could as much be as part of your imagination. There.
Because you are expecting to smell it.
Mm.
No, kind of doesn't think that way.
Now, he did
yeah.
go for the smell to find out if there is
Yeah.
any, so he's expecting to
Start-
find it. It's
The
subconscious.
fruit start. It's past. What's it called? It's past ripe. It's starting.
Yeah. That's
it's-
not kind of is like very, very smart, but his naivety, his him being so naive,
Naivete?
kind of messes up his rational thinking. He's like, nope, something's bad.
Mhm. Roscoe, you hear a voice again in your head, and it goes, "Be careful of them, especially Galen and Kynan. They want to take me for themselves. They mean you harm."
This is hilarious because right after that happens, kind of like, you got about a week. Then I have to shoot you.
Why?
Why?
Why would you shoot him?
Because that's slowly changing him into the things you guys don't like. It's a mercy.
And I think that's
Sushi?
where we're
It's
going to
changing him
finish it
into
for
sushi?
tonight.
Holy shit! What an episode.
Agent of Chaos.
Okay. Can I get you guys to do your corruption rules for tonight?
That's the wheel, right?
Yeah, these are well rules, folks. I'll try and think. So,
That's a wheel waiting right there.
Darren, yeah, you're fucking passing.
So these
that.
were also not allowed to use.
Okay, Darren's passed on his. So is Kanan.
All right.
Okay.
Kanan and
Blink-
Darian have good wills.
Blink's fine. Well, I'm just kind of because you're the one it's poor Roscoe that's getting the most influence. I'm just counting the incidents I've done in the head.
He's our Frodo.
Yeah.
Told you. You got a
One
week.
shard to rule them all, one shard to find them.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's.
I think for poor Carlos,
I get the same as Galen.
I know, but it's
But
just
you
with-
also are closer to the source.
yeah,
Exactly. It's
And
all
you've
your
already got a
flesh.
point of corruption.
yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm wondering if I could use a fate for this,
Mhm.
or just be like, nah.
Just accept it.
I mean, it depends
You
on how.
can, if you can, I'm willing. You can do it. Try a reroll.
I
There.
have been. Yeah, you know what? Let's do a reroll because that'll really put it up.
Yeah.
Because I'm actively trying to fight this and trying to be
Yeah. No,
not
no, of course.
influence. My words were like, "You guys aren't strong enough to
Yeah.
carry this." Is exactly what I meant.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Wrong way.
Whoops.
No.
Up that clock, sir.
And this is why Kanan's like, I'm gonna have to shoot you because it's a mercy.
What does that do?
Okay.
Yeah. So what some people might not be knowing is there's a wee clock on the character sheets for corruption that's made of 4 quadrants. When these gentlemen fill up that clock, they will corrupt an aspect of theirs, but they will then gain a new stunt. But if the
Being corrupted.
but if they corrupt every aspect of theirs, they are lost as a player character and they become an NPC because they've become a monster.
I just want to let you know
Monster.
that
Or they become a ring wraith if you're a Tolkien fan.
if he becomes corrupted, you know what's going to happen next.
I will kill all of you. I could literally take on all 3 of you. There's
Okay.
nothing you can do.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking kidding.
No.
Well, this was fun. This
You
was a
would be
great
fine to me.
episode. Fantastic exposition. What a twist.
Oh.
Oh, this was goody.
We could have been to our way to the library, but somebody had to open their damn mouth.
Who was that? Oh, never mind.
No, that was fantastic.
Okay.
I still just regret not telling the Pope that, like, because I don't want to say shit. I'm like, I'm not talking unless they. I know exactly what to do in situations
And
like this.
Roscoe asked Darian not to tell anyone.
Yeah. It's,
Darian is bound by his oath.
Oh,
And
and
what's with all these
Roscoe.
damn sheep?
knows now that Darian just fucking lied for him.
yeah.
No, Darian did not say a lie.
Actually, he didn't lie.
He didn't lie. He just said,
No one ever asked him if you had a shard.
yeah.
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 He just said we
Didn't
would
he
use.
say, did you
we
know
would
about
set
this,
up a
Darian?
trap.
Yeah, I don't tell
No.
me you did not know about this. And Darian answers, no, I will not tell you that I did not know about
Exactly.
Oh, I see.
It was
creative.
I had to pause to actually figure out it's an evasion.
Yeah. He's just evading. He's very good at evading. He was definitely doing that.
Yeah.
All right.
You didn't
The
ask me,
obvious-
did I know where it was? If you did, and I'd be like, oh, yeah, it's right there.
He did say that we would set up a trap for Almas or whatever his name was.
Yeah, but that could have been at just at the
Yeah.
entrance to it. It didn't
Exactly.
necessarily mean you have to be in the vault. There.
Let's see.
Yay, I got 4 fate points and
That was fantastic.
That was great.
Zim is the
lot of
best
fun.
chaos god.
Hold on, let me know that I've got the.
Yeah. Watch out, Lucky. We got Zim, and we ain't gonna give him up.
Yeah.
I would have let you try out the. I wanted to be on your side on the Galen on letting you try out your thing. I wanted to so badly, but
You
I
didn't have
had to-
anything. You didn't have anything else for me to try and take, though.
Mm,
And you were distracted. You were
Yeah, this
dealing
is
with
true.
Kynan.
I'll give you.
yeah, no, this is true. This is 100% true.
I guess I could have just used my I'm an illusionist. That's what I'm going to use for my fate
That's
point.
why-
That would have made much more sense.
Yep, but you didn't. As I said, you have to think
Oh.
because
I think the moment called anyways for me to be dramatically over
to be kind of like
showing the
thrown-
corruption happening.
Yeah, that kind of Bilbo Baggins moment where he just tries to take the ring off Frodo, sort of thing. Yeah.
I thought that played better. Sorry, but I really wanted to be on your side on that.
It's like I was just waiting for Galen to say, "Yeah, but you know what happens is I just show you this magic smoke bomb that I have, where I then disappear with the shard of the eye of the Underland."
That would have been
and
my
that
call.
enhanced that. Now we're in trouble with the guards too, which is
Oh yeah,
More troubles.
yeah.
Wait, don't run
good.
this kind of
It's
trouble.
good.
that was a
Lots of
great spot to pause it. Well, that was fun.
I just love it. Just go. Well, hold on. Can I just say, well, you have a week to live, or I'm needing to put you out of your misery. Yeah, pause it there.
Nice.
It's
The bad thing is, though, if I had succeeded
yeah.
and the episode had ended with me holding on to it, I probably would have failed that will roll.
Oh yeah.
yeah. It's fine. I would have smelt it on you. I'm like, the sense left you. It's over here now.
And
And
then
the
I made
corruption
a
would have
nod.
stayed, though.
Yeah.
Now I'm like,
Now we
I,
would have had 2 corrupted people instead of 1.
Oh yeah.
exactly. I was like,
And
I had to shoot both
Roscoe
of
would be throwing fists,
Mm.
you.
throwing
But
hands.
no, but
That's
you
the term.
weren't. You weren't
Throwing
holding it at the.
hands.
You wouldn't have been holding it at the end, so your 2 probably would have been good enough.
No, I mean
It
I
might
would
have
throw.
saved you.
This is true.
Sure, that's why you tried to take it.
Let me
And
share it with you,
No.
Master Frodo. Is that your argument?
Mhm. Exactly. He's trying to be your Samwise. He's
No,
trying.
no, it was Damien. It was the other guy. Whatever.
You did fantastic against with following the butler. That was great.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Thank
the
you.
innkeeper.
Yeah.
The innkeeper, yes, sorry.
Yep.
Yeah. Man, this whole episode was great.
Yep.
So we're post chat.
Yep.
Ah,
Should we discuss what we're gonna do, or keep that off until the post? Or we're just
Sure.
gonna discuss whether we're gonna go back or not.
What are we gonna do?
Options are next month is either more Babylon 5 or we go to some Dungeons and Dragons to continue the shards of history. There's lots of shards going on.
Lots of
around.
shards going around.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, it's a thing, you know.
Yeah.
By the way, we're sponsored by a certain kind of wine,
Chardonnay.
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 Please donate to our Buy Blinky Some Chardonnay fund.
Ooh.
Oh, I want to say, because there was lag when you were talking a lot in the beginning, there was lag.
Mm.
It went to the effect so much, like your voice sounded kind of robotic whenever you were talking to the innkeeper.
Only you heard
And it was like
though.
really freaking me out when you were talking. It was really
The
cool.
weird thing I noticed was the stream was like, I don't know, almost half a minute behind.
Mm. There were some moments where it kind of like it seemed on my end it was continuing, but it just seemed to like stop for a second and then resume. But it'll be when you actually watch it. It'll be fine. You know, when you watch it back on the replay, it should be fine.
Oh, just live. It was just like
Yeah,
Yeah.
live was like 30 seconds behind.
Yeah, it's just the
buffering.
buffer. Because I'm using the wire connection to my router, so there shouldn't be any issues with weather. You know, unless there's a lightning strike takes out the telephone box outside my street.
You know what? I literally just saw a movie last night that reminded me of this whole episode.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
No.
Please finish.
Go ahead.
No.
On Netflix, this way you know early said news. What was that movie? There's a movie, animated cartoon by the guys that made Spider-Man.
Okay.
The Mitchells. The Mitchells.
Multiverse? Or...
Yeah. The Mitchells. Is that what it is?
Right. Yeah.
That family fighting robots.
Versus the Mitchells. Mitchells versus the Machines.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Well, now you should.
Yeah.
100% should, because that's kind of what I was just now picturing.
Okay, adding that to my list now.
Yeah.
And it's a freebie on Netflix. I will say no more than that. That it's some of the best goddamn writing I've seen. It's fantastic. Setups, payoffs.
Yeah. This is the
Anyways.
thing. I've been planning on doing the twists of the actual in being something else. Okay. It was
something else.
It was either but I've been winging every episode that's happened. I've had maybe a few points that I want to hit, but the rest of it is just me winging it. Okay.
As it should be.
Yeah. Just so I'm not actually then trying to railroad you guys to hit. I just go, I want to do a wee bit of exposition of X, Y, and Z, so we explain the story. Okay? I want to do a wee bit of setting up potentially the corruption and then set up drama. Okay, doing that. Well, let's see what the other guys' suggestions are. What's the natural fallout from it? We'll play that out. That's been... So it might be... Fingers crossed, I should still do it under 12 episodes. In 12 episodes.
Yeah.
So we're at would you say we're at a halfway point?
Yeah, I would say so. There.
All right.
So, Sprog Scanner is asking whether or not we should start a movie podcast, and I think it's about my time we should get that started.
You know what? I would like to invite my friend to join us on that. Because him and I, we literally watch movies and dissect them. And we talk about the story circle.
Yeah, I don't know if I would be much to add to that. I'm not as movie buff as you are, but I could be the lame man.
In regards to Frog Scanner, this setting has a set ending. Yes, it's a set ending in that there will be a confrontation between these guys and the bad guy that has either been in from the beginning, or if there's some shenanigans where one of them becomes the next big, they do the Angel and Buffy, right? In season 2, and become the next big bad, and
Look
they
at
have
me.
to face them instead. You can be the norm. But we'll see what happens there. There's going to be a fight where basically the entire idea of it is it's people fighting for the control of the Eye of Underland, or to gain control of the shards. Whichever side wins.
Spoilers.
Yep. Guess we'll find out.
So, on that note, I have a question.
Yeah.
You offered me a complication earlier. Like,
the
want to talk about that, or
the complication I was thinking of was you were going to find that the shard wasn't there in the locker.
That's what I thought it was going to be.
And it was then going to drive you in a search to kind of find it and actually potentially go onto a rampage. There.
Yep.
So the scene that we just had when Galen tried to grab it, we could have had it back then.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
That was the thing. It's
In the moment, I usually say yes when
Yeah.
presented with opportunities like this. I'm like, yeah, that's dramatic. Let's go with that. Let's see what happens. But I was like, no, I don't want that.
no.
I will always accept a complication.
Yeah.
FYI. I will always probably say yes.
It can be. It's sometimes when you, depending on the. I was just thinking the reason why I didn't push it was I was thinking back at it and I said, you know what, it would make it nice wee bit of drama, but I can still do what I want to do with it, so I don't need. No one seems to be complaining there.
Yeah.
So let's not push it, because if I was wanting to push it, it would be me asking you to then pay me a fate point for it not to happen there.
Yes.
And that's why I didn't ask for that, because I was going with it. It was just an idea.
I
in my
thought
head.
also, I'm like, I thought in my brain, I'm like, you know, he's probably going to make it be not there. And I'm like, do I want that to happen? Like, it's going to probably, like, oh, we're going to have to see where this goes and take more time. Like, nah.
Yeah.
Plus, Roscoe himself, like, I want it to be there, so.
Yeah. It was just, I was thinking that it would be cool, but I was then thinking, no, this is going to possibly cause more pacing issues there.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I ultimately, because when I was looking at it, I was then looking at the time and going, no, that I can't.
This episode was well paced, by the way.
Yeah.
Congrats on that. It went really smoothly.
Thank you. This is the thing, especially if you're just winging it and you've just got like a kind of basic outline of, okay, I'm going to review what's going on with these introductions to the storyline. That is actually just them being interrogated. This was the thing. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it. I had one thought I was going to be doing that I would do the review at the end in the last episode, actually.
No.
And it was just me doing it and just starting the introduction. I went, you know what?
This is actually a good spot for it, and especially at the halfway point.
Yeah. Probably the thing that kind of inspired me about that was me watching WandaVision.
Yeah.
I just finished that, actually.
Because it's in like maybe like after the first kind of 2 or 3 episodes, does that actually start revealing that? And I thought, you know what?
It's also story structure right at a good spot for it too.
Believe
it or not, story structure wise, this is a great spot to drop shit like that.
Yeah. So because it would be either that or I'm literally having to hold off on introducing the Sims until like the last minute. And I think I think would just be too much of a late minute twist there.
Plus, there's an extra complication that you get to introduce now that carries over and has weight for the remaining 6. So, I'm sorry to interrupt. We were originally saying about, hey, what are we going to do? Blah, 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 blah.
Sure. Yes.
Couple weeks.
It's up to you
Back.
guys.
Let's just, I guess, make it simple. Raise your hand to see who wants to do the
do what?
Babylon 5. Babylon 5 versus.
Ooh,
Was that the
No
question?
other, so I guess it's mine.
I don't care.
I'm up for Babylon. I'm out for both because I don't mind, because I want to see what kind of happens in both storylines.
Exactly.
I'll probably be honest. I might be a bit more desperate to finish the Babylon 5 storyline because it's been going on.
I'm for that too.
For years.
I'd rather go Babylon 5 right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we left mine at a good spot.
Yeah.
And isolated as needed, and next introduction literally can just be a 3 arc or an 8 arc, which is how I usually do things.
Yeah. Whereas Babylon 5, we've had massive gaps in playing it, and I think there's indications that there's still more of that storyline to play out.
Froggy says we're approaching the 4th season.
Yeah.
Yep.
Should we let Froggy weigh in on this?
Yep.
What do you suggest, Froggy?
As our most important viewer.
Yeah. Now that Blinky's joined the cast.
Yeah, I used to get votes like this, but no, I don't get votes anymore.
Yeah.
The stakes couldn't be any lower.
Yeah.
You have two choices: point A, point B.
Point
Which
break.
way to go?
Or just-
fate rests in your hands.
Or just annoy us, suggest a point C instead.
Actually, I would like to do this instead. It'd be really cool if you guys do.
Yeah. Here's my point. There you go.
That's-
Froggy's paralyzed with indecision.
Froggy's 30 seconds behind us, remember.
Oh, good. I do have one more left.
I like to have the inspirational jam. That is the most important part, says Froggy.
Fired.
So I don't know. It doesn't matter. I mean, to me, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If neither one of you want to run, I'm sure we can figure something out.
Oh no, that's not it.
I mean, it's kind of like, you know, it's whatever the two of you feel comfortable with.
Yeah.
Wooster, you want to continue and finish it off, or you
Sure.
need a little bit more time?
No. I still have like the rest of the month, so 3 more weeks
Yeah.
before I even need to think about things. So.
Well,
this
there we
is-
go. Let's put a pin on it, and we're leaning in that direction,
Yeah.
unless life or whatever
Yeah,
shenanigans
sure.
happens.
Life.
Mhm.
Don't talk to me about life. Sorry,
Life.
paranoid android.
Yes. Which I enjoyed that movie so much. We're talking Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the movie.
Mhm.
Or the TV show,
2008?
or the radio podcast, or
Yeah, but the voice that you did was voiced by
Martin
Professor
Snape?
Snape. What's his name?
Oh, no, that's Alan Rickman now.
Yeah,
Alan
yeah.
Rickman. Wasn't Marvin voiced by Alan Rickman?
Yep.
it depends on which one you're talking about. but
The
yeah.
movie.
The movie,
The TV show from 1980s. I've seen it. It's not. I like the newer version because that was also written by Douglas Adams as well. You grew up with the radio show version of Jealous.
That's.
I don't know. I grew up with the book.
Yeah.
I'm
I've
trying
read
to
the book
remember.
like
Radio
6
show was
times.
80s, wasn't it?
y'all showing your age by saying a lot of this stuff. I'm just like, y'all.
I'm fucking old, man.
You're still a youngling.
What are you talking about? I'm 63.
No, you're not. 63 was the year I was born.
So, who is the youngest over here out of the 5
I
of
think
us?
it's me.
Yeah, I think it's John.
I'm in my early 40s.
I'm 32.
Oh yeah,
So he's just
I'm,
a
early
baby.
30s.
I'm mid 30s.
Mm,
More babies.
You younglings.
yeah. Yeah, I'm
Actually,
a
I'm
Less than
actually
a
the
month.
middle-aged one in this group, so.
In less than a month, I'll be 58.
let me put it this way. The reason why I have a beard is if I shave this off, I get ID'd.
When I was in university, I looked like I was 12.
I get ID.
That's why I grew a beard,
Yeah.
and I've had it since.
Like, they don't see this as being a receding hairline. They think I'm just still a bald baby. Okay?
This usually, my beard usually takes a few years off of me too. People are like, "Oh, you look so much younger." I'm like, "All right, beard coming back."
Well, I'm
I
also
have
not used
to
to
have it
having all this
'cause-
bloody hair.
I have to have it because since I'm bald, I'm like, I need something of
Something
interest.
somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Balance requires division.
So
See that I'm just like saying, let's see how long I can grow the hair at the back, and then I just did the most epic comb over ever, you know, from the back instead, you know.
I tried growing it out big and long. I think when we first started,
Yeah.
I did not like it. 2 years ago, I'm like, no, this is better.
Oh no, I've had this beard since I was 16, or a beard like this. So I never got ID'd for anything either. When I was, especially in Japan, they just saw the beard and they just thought, "Oh, he's in the military. All right, yeah, just go ahead and let him have the alcohol." No
Probably
underage
too.
A
drinking.
razor blade has never touched this face, ever.
Interesting. Very interesting.
When I
The
was
Froggy
young,
looks oldie too.
my beard came in blonde, so I never needed to cut it. I had one of those rotary spinner thingies that I would use like once every few weeks.
Yeah.
But it came in blonde, so nobody saw it. And then, as I said, when I was in university, I looked like I was 12. So I figured, okay, I'll grow a beard, and I've had one ever since.
Yeah.
Nice. Beards, man. Sponsored by
Philishade.
Harry's. Actually, believe it or not, for legit, if you're like me and want to go like full and blonde, Headblade is really cool because it's just like this little toy car with 4 wheels, and so you can just go zoom, zoom, zoom. Legit, it's 4 wheels and a like a blade, or sometimes 2 wheels or 1 wheel. It looks like a little.
The most
different
dangerous
versions of
Hot Wheels edition ever released.
Yeah, but now the cool, actually, just because it's fun. Hang on, I'm gonna show you guys.
And also remember, call your mothers today or tomorrow, depending on when. For me and Wooster, it's today. Tomorrow for the 3 of you.
I would need a seance, so I don't think that's going to work.
It has a little.
Hey, that's just the lack of trying.
Looks like a vehicle.
Okay.
And it just goes zoom. Anywho, y'all know how to shave.
Yeah.
I know why we're talking about this.
I don't know.
It's late night and we're all blah blah blah.
As I said, a razor blade's never touched this face. So.
No, he does crop burning techniques instead, slash and burns.
Headblade. If Headblade wants to send me some sponsorship stuff, hit us up at. I don't know, where do they send us email addresses for?
I don't know. Ours is 2d4rpg@gmail.com.
There we go.
Yep.
We're very professional, folks.
Yes. Yeah. We have an email, we have a PayPal, we have a Twitter, we got a YouTube.
I could give us a fax machine. Do we need a fax address? I literally work in the e-fax industry, so
yeah.
We have a Kofi.
1-800-FAX me now.
Fax me.
I'll give you the telnet address.
Also, we can be found at onlyfans.com/dudeIFall.
Oh, should I plug my OnlyFans here?
I mean, I will let you know it's literally only pictures of cats. It's just pictures.
By the way, I don't even know what OnlyFans is. So
good. Don't find out.
No,
we shouldn't probably plug them since they're, I think, the direct competitor to Twitch.
I mean,
I would think
it's on
YouTube would
both
be the
channels,
competitor,
so.
Or it's like Twitch, but with different I have no idea.
It's more like
anyways, moving on.
Yeah. I'm better
because otherwise the horny jail police are going to come.
Yeah.
By the way, I had a question about the what was it, movie podcast thing? Is that sort of like what I did with Wooster there, just playing movies in Discord?
No, it's more like we watch a movie before it and then discuss it afterwards.
Yeah.
And the podcast is the part where we discuss about the movie.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's not watching the movie together.
Well,
you can still watch the movie together in Discord and then do
Frog.
the podcast.
Exactly what OnlyFans is.
Yeah,
it's like Patreon, but lewd.
There is actually a Twitch version of that thing, but I'm not going to put the name out there in the world.
Wait. Legit? There's like an adult version of Twitch?
Yes, legitimately.
Do they have any D&D stuff there?
Yes! That's how I found it.
Twitchy.
I was on Facebook one day, and this random person was like, "Hey, we do D&D, but for this," and I was like, "What?" So I googled it, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Yes, Frog. I'm just Frog. You know too much. But yes, there is a thing where it's interesting because it's like, oh, this is a good story. This is a good story.
Roll for initiative.
I extend my weapon.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
Oh boy.
No, that reminds me of
Fantastic.
that old The Big Bang Theory. They do the joke of like Sheldon and Amy like rolling for role playing an intimacy scene between the two of them.
Yeah. Well, here's an interesting thing. I mean, I used to listen to, and you listen to like I can't remember the name, but there was an old like 10 years, 15 years ago. Actual porn stars, they like created a D&D group.
All right.
And they would just play, and they would record it, and it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, but
But they were playing, they were just playing, and they're like, yeah, they're not being
all
sexy,
besides,
but it was sexy.
These people are, I'm like, these people are like, there are numerous people who like playing D&D. Just because you take off clothes while you're doing it, that's that's your business. If you're having fucking fun, then go for it.
Literally.
Yeah.
D&D clothing optional. Okay.
But this is the thing. It's kind of hard when you know how you get that argument of like in tabletop wargaming is stats as stats based on model as seen. So if a model's got a lasgun, it's got a lasgun in the stats sort of thing. So if they're trying to do the argument of, oh yeah, I can see my weaponry. You're wearing nothing. Where the fuck are you hiding the gun?
You need to worry about.
Well, we're assuming they're even naked. I mean, they don't have to be.
Potentially no, but I'm just.
I mean, you could just be topless D&D, man,
Yes.
and people be like,
I'm
"Here, take
keeping
my
my
fucking
gun
money,"
Yeah.
in my back holster. Yeah.
Literally, you could just have topless D&D, and people would be like, "Yep, here you go. How much?"
It's just strip D&D. How would that work? Is that like when you roll an automatic one, the other members suggest what article of clothing gets taken off? If you just fail, you nominate what it is that you're taking off.
That sounds like a fantastic system. I'm writing notes as we talk now.
Carlos is writing this up for his next date.
Carlos has already done a striptease on this show. So.
I know.
Cover yourself, young man. Cover yourself.
By the way, before that, I literally had a shake. I'm like, wait, am I going something to this? Oh, I am. It's fine.
So when are we going to do a calendar photo shoot for the merch store?
Nobody wants to see this. What? Nobody wants to see this guy. Come on. There's nothing to see here.
Yeah.
You can have a bunch of my cat shirts and just put those up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is gold.
Cats in space.
Yeah. Yeah, that's some pussy I want to save. Don't worry, I can resist.
Are these ideas for Patreon bonus
bonus
episodes? Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I hope not.
yeah. Oh no.
Well, on that note, I
Yeah.
think it's 3:30. I think we should call it.
Yep.
Do you have a big date tonight there, Carlos?
I'm going to see my brother.
Mm.
I had a phone date yesterday. It went fantastic.
Good.
And I have an actual date tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
With the same person?
No, it's somebody new. Some tall girl.
Yeah.
What's her name? I
Yes.
don't even fucking know.
I
Ask
hope
your-
she.
ask
Oh,
your
hopefully
brother
she's
if
not
he
watching
knows.
this.
Hopefully she doesn't like. Oh, Twitch. What's going on Twitch? Oh, okay.
No, I do not tell them about this.
Probably smart.
Are you
Very
ashamed
smart.
of us?
Sometimes I do. But I don't think I've given them the address.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go see my brother today.
Yep.
Because now we're both vaxxed. And et cetera, et cetera.
I'm still
Good to be
waiting.
a real
I'm still
person
waiting
now.
for my vaccination.
I'm
so-
still waiting for my second job.
Yeah. Mine's
Oh,
next
it
month.
fucking hit me. Well, it hit me pretty hard the other day. It took like 5 days to hit, but it finally like knocked me on my butt for a day.
Is it? Which one did you have? If you don't mind me asking.
The Pfizer. wasn't it?
Pfizer. Yeah.
That's 2-jab one. Then.
Froggy.
Almost all of them are 2-jab ones except
For the Johnson & Johnson, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and
because
that
you get
one's
two
nowhere near as
Johnson at the
effective.
same time. So
Yes.
Yeah,
but-
it's Johnson 1 and Johnson 2 right in the same shot.
We're back to the naked stuff. Yeah, 2 Johnsons.
No, it's
Oh boy.
there's 2 Johnsons, one at the front, one at the back.
Ooh. What?
Or is that
No.
just too far?
Okay. See, now we're degrading into
Mutants.
insanity. So we probably should.
And Froggy says Carlos's love life is so interesting. It's not. By the way, I don't usually share any details of that. I'm just
This is one of the plans. We're going to change the stream name to Carlos's Love Corner.
here's the thing. We started the stream and I was like, oh shit. I don't know. I should, lose some weight or do something because I don't like, let's lose some weight because we're gonna be on TV. And I'm like, all right, well, it's fucking working because now COVID dating's a thing now. Plus, this show has gotten me very comfortable in front of a,
Live
screen.
audience.
Right.
I'm still a cat when I'm streaming, so there you go.
As
I hope Froggy's not being sarcastic. Anyways, I'm being very uncomfortable with this conversation. We are gonna
behave before I say anything that will get us banned. And I think this will lead us into saying sayonara there.
Yes.
No, bonus nachos.
nachos.
Oh, bonus
Bonus nachos,
nachos,
amigas.
Bonus nachos, everyone.
Take care, Froggy.